Oh, no, I'll do it. I'm going
Okay.
to start.
All right.
Okay, I think, yep, it's going live. Oh, we're live on Facebook. Look at that. Hello, everyone. This is Meshell Baker. This is the Women of Sales and Influence. This is our last episode for 2019 because I'm taking a little break for these next 2 weeks until we jump into 2020 vision. And I wanted to end this one with a bang, with someone who is fabulous. And because we tend to start to jump into things about resolutions. Before I get started, I am Meshell Baker. I am your host. I am an international award-winning keynote speaker. I am the director of global sales development at the National Association of Sales Professionals, who is our sponsor. I'm an expert confidence coach and a sales success strategist. And this is the Women of Sales and Influence. And this is where we have fun, where we actually get to hear women talk about the belief, which is the linchpin for any success. So again, I have this incredible woman, Katherine MacLaren. She's going to be talking about our topic, and that is release resolution frenzy and to reimagine your routine freedom. And why is that important? Because this time of year, everyone, it skyrockets gym membership. This is like historical data that has never changed. So before we get into that, because you can tell I'm really excited, because I'm one of those people that joins the frenzy. So I get to learn today. So before we get started, I'm going to have Katherine MacLaren tell you and follow the rule what makes herself awesome. Because on this show, we actually model introducing ourselves so that other people can see it's okay, ladies, to say what makes us awesome. So Katherine, what makes you awesome, darling?
Thank you, Meshell. So I am Katherine MacLaren. I am a certified health coach and a certified Revelation wellness instructor and a facilitator of the Wellness Revelation. I fully believe that we must be in alignment in our body, soul, heart, and mind, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. And I will tell you that that has been a journey for me. The past year and a half, I started on this journey with Meshell, and I got involved in Revelation Wellness, and I will tell you, I have a strong faith, and God has used both Meshell and Revelation Wellness to bring me into alignment. And I will tell you that a year and a half ago, I would not be able to be sitting here with you talking, and let alone about myself, but anything else too. So God has done just an incredible work in me, and I'm excited to be here today. So thank you, Meshell.
Yay! This is like, to me, I'm so happy because I have learned. She has helped me to do so many things that released self-limiting beliefs around my perception of my weight, starting with the chunky childhood, right? Mm-hmm. And then going into an adulthood and really using food as a way to anesthetize or to treat myself, right? So one of the things that people do this throughout the year, and then all of a sudden there's this frenzy. The new year is a beautiful thing. It's like a new day, right? But for some reason, January 1st is the convergence of all those 365 new days of opportunity. We put all that weight on that one day, right? Mm-hmm. And so there's a frenzy to join gyms, to lose weight, to start to budget, to save money, to like all these crazy things. So what we're gonna, and I'm gonna have Katherine start to share about one, what, how do you get into this frenzy? And then some tools to start you on a path where you can really step out of the frenzy and create some things today, right? Or tomorrow, so that when January 1st comes, you're just skating on by. It's not a big deal. You're already in the process of establishing some powerful things that will help you to create a 2020 vision that will be your best year ever. So I will hand it over to you, Katherine. What do you have for us?
Okay, well, you are exactly right. Most of us, or many of us, have that mentality of, I'll start tomorrow, or I'll start next week, or I'll start in the new year, which is what we're talking about now. And that's so common. And I would say, because we do that, it's like a free for all. We just do whatever we want. We eat whatever we want right now. We run ragged. Because we're like, oh, I'm going to start in the new year. But by the time we do that, the new year rolls around, we're exhausted and we don't know where to start.
Mhm.
And that's when we fall into the trap, like you said, of wanting to get on the bandwagon of the resolution frenzy. So we go for gimmicks. We look at the ads for the latest, greatest workout equipment. We get on the bandwagon of the big weight loss programs. Oh, it's promising XYZ. And we're exhausted. And then 80% of of New Year's resolutions fail. And many by February. So we're not even 2 months into the new year and we're in that guilt and shame and failure mentality. Like, oh, I failed again. I'll start next year, So we really don't want to be in that place. We want to avoid those things. So I suggest prepare now and make it simple and realistic. But Meshell, I know you can, this is a big thing for you, is write a vision. Mm-hmm. Sit down now, get out your journal, piece of paper, think of what you want your health to look like in 2020. And don't say, don't define it by a number or the end result. Like, I'm going to lose this much weight this year, or I'm going to eat this many calories a day, or I'm going to weigh this much. The number on the scale is what I'm shooting for. We want long-term results and outcomes. We want to create lifelong habits that will, regardless of the end result. And so I would say, along those lines, look at your vision for your health. In fact, many of us, we put a lot of, we have a lot of positive feelings toward our business and toward our clients. Well, let's do the same for our health and make that our get to. Let's set up joyfully set yourself up for success in the new year. So instead of getting healthy being your have to, make it your get to and set up joyful expectations for that. Like I said, we have positive feelings toward our business and our clients. Let's do that with our health and invest in the long-term outcome for our health like we do our business. If we don't make health a priority, then we have less to give to our business and to our clients. And we would like to have a vibrant, healthy life. When we do, then we feel well, we are well, we can serve our clients well, and then we have clarity of mind to effectively grow our business and meet the needs of our clients. And so, and we have something to give. We can't pour from an empty cup. So we need to make our health a priority. So I would say, after you write your vision, then set up 3 to 5 habits that you would like to implement that will move you forward in that vision. And I can give you some examples of some of those habits.
So before we jump into the habits, just wanted to talk a little bit more about the frenzy, right?
Okay.
Because it is a cycle. So I tell people I'm a great example of setbacks set you up for success, right? Anywhere I've succeeded in life, it's because I've tripped over myself at least 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Depending on the category. And what I have is relentless optimism. And you were talking about the faith, right? So the faith in something greater. I, like Katherine, call him God. Now you can call him divine Buddha. I am not a snob to know what your belief is, and believing in something greater than you is
Mhm.
such that you want to move from frenzy to freedom. Believe that there's something greater than you, outside of you, that wants to work on your behalf, that wants you to
Mhm.
experience abundance, because then the journey is to give it over to that greatness, right?
Yeah.
Instead of trying to hold on and figure out how the willpower, I gotta force this, right? Begin to have, and that's where the vision comes in, the vision that
Mhm.
there's this abundance. So I know my struggles have always been with trying to be like somebody or something I saw, right?
Mm.
Making up a story in my head that if if I could lose the weight, or if I could be skinny, I could have certain things, right?
Mhm.
So then it put so much pressure on myself to achieve this, then I failed, because what I was
Right.
really doing is setting myself up for failure, because I was saying that without this, achieving this, then I wasn't good enough. So realizing that you are just beautiful the way you are today,
Yeah.
and you're just enhancing yourself. Right? and,
Yes.
and and like one of the journeys that I went on with Catherine over this last year, I'll tell people, is maintenance. I have never in my life stayed within like 8-10 pound range in a year. Like I think it's been like 14 months, right, that I've
Mhm.
stayed within that range. My
Mhm.
whole life has been up or down, yo-yo, up, fluctuating minimally 50 to 60 pounds in a year, every single
Mhm.
year. So to be where I am and accomplish what I did is so exciting. That's a win, right? So find things to celebrate that you're already doing. And before we go and you start to talk about the habits,
Mhm.
Jennifer Sue Alexander, hello, darling. Um, and Cindy Crane Stewart. Yes, Catherine is an awesome coach. She typed in that you're an awesome coach in notes. So I
She's
guess she's one
amazing.
of your clients.
She is. She's
So I'm
awesome.
chiming in as well, right? So if anyone else is watching, we will put Catherine's contact information in the comments so that you can get in touch with her after this interview. But yes, what are some of, a few things that people can grab onto to help them change? Because what you're creating is, like you said, the lifestyle. You're creating a mindset
Mhm.
of who you are as a healthy person, not a
Right.
number on a scale, right?
Right.
That has an end date. And what we found, people will chase the end date and get there, and then they're bored, and then they struggle again. So when you
Right.
create a lifestyle, then the goals will be part of the lifestyle, right? You'll just
Exactly.
float right past the goals, and then you'll move on to even greater things. So
Yes.
becoming someone that's healthy is the actual best thing you could ever do for your health, like for anything you want to do.
It
That
is.
yeah, and healthy in your finances, healthy in your weight, healthy in your career. So you will begin to experience more abundance and joy in all that you do throughout the day. So, yes,
Right.
please share with us.
Right. Okay. So these are simple. We all have them at our fingertips. We don't have to go out and purchase stuff. Um, so I would say the first thing is hydrate. Water.
Ooh.
We have an abundance of water on hand. So hydrate, that's very important. Another is exercise, movement, and find something you enjoy. Walking is great, hiking, anything that you love doing, dancing, Zumba, Pilates, yoga. And those are, you can do them in your own home, you can do them on YouTube, you can, look up YouTube videos and do them that way instead of going and buying a gym membership. And I want to mention one thing is, so I love to spin. That's something I love to do. And I have a spin bike, and I love strength training as well. Running is not my favorite thing to do, but I have a running partner and she's amazing. And so when I get out there to run, I've got my person with me, my friend. And so I enjoy that. So find community too. Community is really important for that
So,
too. And I know that you have found that, Meshell.
yes, I have. Quick question. The
Mhm.
daily movement, is there a minimum that you recommend? Because I think I've heard you say 15 minutes before or something.
Yeah, I recommend at least 15 minutes
Okay.
for that. At least 15 to 20 minutes is a minimum for
Right.
movement.
And you said community.
Yes, community is important, and I know that, and I just remember that from you. You've done a lot on your own, and then when you found community that you worked out with, you were like just so excited,
Yes.
and so excited to go exercise
Yes.
with them. So that made a huge difference for you. So I encourage that as well. And eat more whole foods, veggies and fruits. And fill up on those things. And right now, I'll just give a plug. When you're at your Christmas parties, your holiday parties, eat before you go, eat a snack before you go, drink some water, and go for the veggies and fruit first, and then go for the sweets. Don't deprive yourself, but you'll be full. You won't be as eager to binge and go off the rails with eat every sweet that's available to you. So that's a good tip. Cook more at home, simple meals. That's a great thing you can implement in the new year. And
well, let me ask you about the cook more at home, because I understand the time restraints of families now, right? When I talk to people, I don't have children, but when I talk to people who have kids, the amount of after school activities that their kids are in and the places they're going and all the things, and if I'm in a multi-level marketing and I got those meetings, I'm on the PTA and I got kids. So the takeout has become almost a necessity. Are there, because I know at HEB, one of the things I like is they have the prep meals that you can buy and you can just throw in 15 minutes, you have a meal, or and they're made, right? So it's not like it's frozen, it's fresh, prepared. I know a Central Market, Randall's, many of the grocery stores are beginning to offer these fresh food options. Plus you can have them delivered.
They are, you can, and you can pick, like I've done HelloFresh for a while, and there are Blue Apron, there are many other delivery services, and you can choose very healthy options.
Okay.
And they're quick, easy meals. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah. I was just thinking because, especially as you're writing your vision, right? So writing, the beautiful part about writing a vision of having a routine instead of a frenzy, right? So having the freedom of a routine is that it's in place. So think about what you do on a weekly basis. If you're, scrambling to go get takeout every day, if you just did meal prep, or if you just looked and ordered online your food, what would be the cost difference? And that initiating these habits or initiating these lifestyle and routines change, initially it feels like a lot of time. But as Katherine has said, in the long run, it's going to prove it's an investment. And anytime you invest in something, you don't get the payout initially. Right. And the reverse is when you just keep consuming, you never get payout. Right. Consumption means that in the moment I consume, it tastes good, it feels good, but the long run, it does not offer anything. Investment means that in the initial, I don't necessarily see the benefit, but the benefit is lasting and long term. So this is what she's talking about with this lifestyle routine. The freedom of a routine is such a blessing to your mind, body, and soul.
And that's what it is. It's freedom. It really is. I love that word. And that's true. And I do have something that I meant to say earlier on. One of the habits is more sleep.
Oh yeah,
many of us.
For this people.
Oh yeah, often.
At one point, she was texting me at night, "Go to bed."
I would. I even would call her in the morning then to get up. So yes, having a nighttime routine and going to bed at the same time every night and getting up early at the same time every morning is very beneficial.
Yes.
Sleep is just, it helps you with your energy. It also helps with cravings. When we're exhausted, we go for that quick energy and that sugar and the easy quick fix. But when we're well rested, then we make wiser choices.
Exactly.
More wise, better choices. So
yes. And just part of like what I do, as I tell people, and I've learned with sleep, I will opt in for more sleep over tasks because
Mhm.
the amount of, hey Brittany Smallwood, the amount of tasks that I get done in a day, they are done way better than if I try to get less sleep. Right.
Mhm.
Or mental acuity. And the one thing that I've learned from you is I get up and I drink a glass of water. Right. If I
Mhm.
remember, I'll do the lemon water with the straw, right? Because the lemon,
Yeah.
you don't want it on the enamel of your teeth.
Right.
And that glass of water, because our
Mhm.
mind is 72% water, as well as water is a conduit for energy.
Mhm.
So you want to start to have energy in your body, one of the most beautiful. So I've learned so much about health from this woman, and just the little things that it's just a part of my routine now. I keep water around me. I can tell if I don't drink water because I start to feel sluggish because it's our
Mhm.
fuel. Water is literally like the gasoline in a car. Without it, you're going to start to have the dips. But we tend to go reach for coffee, and I've learned drink water first,
Mhm.
right? And
Yeah.
then and who was it? Jennifer was saying that she works to cook the real meal only once. She does a lot of leftovers, but when time permits, she does do her shopping on Saturdays and her meal prep on Sundays. Doesn't always work out that way, but it is her goal. So yes,
Yeah.
routine this year, right?
Routine. That's right. That's awesome.
And
I
yeah,
love it.
check out some of the other options of, it's and this is where I get to the belief part. Sometimes we have beliefs that, because I used to believe that buying stuff or certain stuff at a store meant that I wasn't good enough. Like, why would I go buy a meal prep? Like, can I cook? What's wrong with me? Like, and it didn't even make sense. It was just, and I don't even know where it came from.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just that whole something from childhood, something the parents said, something that was believed when I was growing up, or it could have
Exactly.
just been imparted on one occasion. Validate the belief against the vision of your routine that gives you freedom. If there's
Mm.
something you don't believe that's going to take away from your freedom, because he that is greater than us, I'll call him God, you can call him whatever, wants us to live in abundance, and freedom is part of that abundance. And this is what Katherine will help you
Mhm.
do for that healthy part, right? Mind, body, and soul. Get them in alignment so you are fueling and all the fabulous things. I love this conversation. Yes, continue.
Yes, this is awesome. This is awesome. Yeah, so those are several habits. So set up habits instead of taking away. Let's cater on the positive and joyful expectations. So of our
Ooh, I like that
routine.
word.
So anyway, do you have more to add, Meshell?
No,
I
if there's
would.
anybody watching that has a question, because we got a couple of minutes, I'd love to take a question. She'll answer it. Anything you want to ask, anything health related. Yeah, we would love to answer that. So I'll give it a minute or two here, and know that uh, that as this year gets ready to start, the one thing that I can attribute, that I've seen attribute to success more than anything else, is to get good guidance, right? Get good counsel and wisdom. Stop trying to teach yourself stuff you don't know. It's a waste of time. Go find a group, go find a mentor, go find a coach, go find someone who has succeeded in that area, and then validate their success. Don't just take their success as word of mouth, because we get all of these opportunities to hear people on stage. You see, I'm doing the air quotes, who are saying that they know this. Tell them to tell you who they've succeeded with. Ask them to speak to one of their clients. Like, I have a slew of clients that I can have you speak to, and Katherine as well, right?
Mhm.
I'm testifying for her right now, right? We had another lady on here, Cindy, who was testifying. So you want to get the validation that this person is going to lead you to your vision, not to what they think is best for you, but
Right.
what's coming from your heart, because that's your connection to he that is greater. And when you follow that, ladies, the mind, body, soul connection will be so fierce that you will become a force to be reckoned with for good. And that's always when, Katherine and I, that's our goal for anybody we work with, is to
Mhm.
get you aligned so that you are just walking in the fullness thereof.
That's right. That's right. And one last thing I want to leave that has been an incredible habit that both you and I do, is meditation. And I do daily scripture meditations. I know you do too. And all the difference. And in fact, I have put one in the show notes, from Revelation Wellness, Be Still and Be Loved. It's a guided breathing session. It's faith-based, and the scripture is read over you. And that just sets up my day to be in alignment with Christ and have the right perspective, and to go into the day with his strength and not my own.
Amen.
So,
right? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, like, you know what? If he be for me, who can stand against? And
Absolutely.
And I love when I get in that alignment, because then I walk out into the world and I was like, move, mere mortal. Do you know who has given me my directions for the day?
That's right.
Are you helping me follow his plan? If not, be gone with you. No, I'm teasing.
That's right.
Not really, but yeah.
Yeah, but you feel like saying that sometimes.
I know. I'm
Move out of the way.
I might not be saying it, but I'm thinking it.
That's right. That's right.
So,
I love it.
well, oh my God, this is so fabulous. I am just like, I mean, I just watching you could bring me to tears. So I just want to tell you guys, this woman is so phenomenally incredible to get on here. We met year and a half ago, and she couldn't stop apologizing. She would apologize. Like, I literally asked her, or do you apologize for your existence? And I think you started crying, or are you just like, but I knew then that I wanted to walk with her along the journey, because I know if you're a woman and you're in front of me, God has guided me to help you to breathe the light. And I'm looking at her right now, and this is what we do. We are here to lift as we climb. So I lifted her, and now she gets to go lift a bunch of people, and I'll keep lifting and she'll keep lifting. And whoever's out there, find the person who's meant to lift you. Stop trying to lift yourself up out of the pit, right? Like, think about it. We're all in these pits, and we keep trying to get ourselves out, and we keep falling back in. Find someone who's going to stick their arm in, not come down with you, complain, and get someone to pull you out. You know, to pull you up and lift you up, and then dust you off and send you on your way. This is all we're called to do. And I love that you're doing this. I'm so, so happy for you as we go into 2020 vision, and all you ladies that you're listening, and anyone. You don't have to be a lady, you could be a man, right? All you people.
Right.
She said, yes, we are better together, right? Thank you, ladies, for the inspiration. A mere mortal, right? Yes, mere mortal.
That's right. And I will tell you, Meshell is amazing at teaching how to write a vision. And that has made a huge difference in my life. And then how to follow that vision.
Yep, how to protect it and own it and live it.
That's right.
Yay.
Thank you.
So we're going to wrap things up. Oh my God, this is so weird. Like, I'm having that moment because I know this is my last one for 2019. We'll be back Monday, January 6th. 2020. I'm taking a couple of weeks off for myself, go visit some family, and, you know, take some respite time. This is sponsored by the National Association of Sales Professionals. So the women that are on this call, most have business or professionals. They're in the business of having more conversations that convert to either clients, to advocates, or enrollees. So all of that is a sale. If you're not selling, you're not going to make income. You're not going to stay in business. So one of the things we offer at the National Association of Sales Professionals is a seller style assessment. If you don't know what your selling style is, you cannot improve it. So I highly recommend you take the assessment. It'll give you feedback on your current style, your ideal style, and give you tips to move forward and how to start connecting, having more conversations that convert to clients, advocates, and enrollees. You guys be fabulous. Be safe this holiday season. Eat your fruits and your vegetables first before you go for the cake and cookies.
That's right. Thanks, Meshell.
And I will see you all next year, January 6th. Same bad channel, same bad time. Stay where you are, Katherine.
Thank you.
What is your website address? I'll put it in chat before we go.
Oh, KatherineMacLaren.com.
All right. I'm going to put it in chat, the link to it, before I log off so people can get to it. MacLaren.com.
Yes.
And then we will log off. All right, ladies, gentlemen, bye. Stay where you are.
Bye. Thank you.